Are you ready for another story? Each story is very unique, and I want you to be all ears because the stories have lessons, and they are great lessons that you must remember. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for another story? This one, I can start by saying story, story, story. Long time ago, the deer had no horns on top. Could it be true? Please be listening. Because the title of this story says, Why the Deer Has Horns. And those horns are called antlers on the deer's head. Okay? There's some animals like dogs, they don't have antlers or horns. And the story says, Why the deer has antlers. Listen very well. Is it true? Is the story true? Or is it a make-believe? Or but are there lessons to be learned? Those are things you should consider as you listen to this story. Are you ready? I'm starting again. Long time ago, they said the deer had no antlers. I mean, antlers, the horns, some of the horns on top of the deer. But he was a great runner, and all the animals in the forest knew that the deer could run so fast. But the rabbit was a jumper, not a runner. But he could still jump and be fast. All the animals knew about the rabbit being a jumper and the deer being a runner. But some animals are thinking, if the deer and the rabbit will compete in a race, could the rabbit win or the deer will win? So one day, they started talking and everybody said, okay, let's just try and prove what is true and what is right and what will be the result. The rabbit said, I'm ready. The deer said, I'm ready. So a very fine antlers, looking like horns, that will be given to the winner of the race was brought and kept beautiful on the table, according to the story. So it was planned for them to run through the woods, through the forest like bush, where plants are entangled one with others. If you go to the forest, there's no clear path. The plants are attached to one another, some are running, some are climbing. That's what they call the woods. Many bushes are in the woods. It will be hard to run through easily. No talk of jumping through easily. But the plan was that they will all start together. Are you listening to my story? They will all start together. The one as the rabbit and the deer were supposed to be at one point, and all the other animals will be there to say, get ready, start and go. And they'll wait to see who comes back first. Everyone was looking at the prize for the race, the antlers, the special decorative horns on top of will be put on the head of whatever animal, whether it's a rabbit or the deer that will win the race. Suddenly, listen, what happened? The rabbit came with an idea. I feel somehow the forest here all look strange. I'm not familiar. Can I be permitted to just walk around and get familiar with the bushes around before the race? The other animals thought it was fair. What was wrong about rabbit just getting familiar with the bush? So off he went. But do you know what happened after that? Can you guess what happened? He stayed. He stayed. It was long past the time they're supposed to start the race. The rabbit wasn't back. The deer was waiting patiently. Suddenly, one of the animals says, I'm going to check. And the squirrel said, I know the rabbit can be full of tricks, so let's be careful. So let's send Mr. Fox. So Mr. Fox went to hide and watch what the rabbit was doing. Can you guess what the rabbit was doing? He saw the rabbit in the middle of the bush, tearing away all the plants and the things that were blocking the road, just clearing the path for himself, pulling and just clearing the bush so that when he wants to jump, there was no problem. He made himself a little nice path through the bush. The fox turned quietly and went back. The rabbit did not notice that the fox was there and went back. He told the other animals what he had seen. There were some that believed and some did not believe what the fox said. By and by, the rabbit came, jumping happily, said, oh, I'm ready for the race. I'm ready for the race. Am I late? Can you imagine what he asked? Am I late? Then they told him what the fox saw. What do you think the rabbit did? Did he acknowledge he did something wrong? He said, no, the fox is lying against me. I never did that. I don't think the fox ever came near to where I was. The fox said, you are lying, rabbit. He said, no, you are the liar. What do you think the other animals did? They decided, fox, wait here. Rabbit, wait here. Deer, wait here. All of us, the other animals, let's go and check what happened in the bush. And they saw for themselves to their surprise that what the fox said was true. The rabbit has made little path for himself. So that when the race will start, he will just jump through and be faster than the deer. What do you think the animals did when they discovered that the rabbit was not honest? He had tricked everyone and came back lying. The animals decided there would be no race again. And the rabbit was shocked. He said, anyone who played such tricks had no right to enter a race. He's not honest. He's deceitful. He has no integrity. They handed over the whole prize for the race to the deer, who never ran, who was ready to do it honestly. And they told the rabbit that from that day on, he will have to cut down the bush, keep eating plants and so on for his food and for a living. And they said to this day, the rabbit is eating just vegetables, cutting plants here and there. That's how the story ended. The rabbit was sent away with shame to keep on cutting the bush with his mouth. And see the teeth of the rabbit. And the deer was decorated with the antlers. What do you think about this story? As you go to discuss, is this a true story? Is it a make-believe story just to maybe teach us a lesson? How do you know? Who really gave the deer his antlers and the horns? How do you know? Looking at the life of the rabbits, in what ways have we done things like that to trick others to believe that we actually succeeded? Honestly, what are tricks that people of their age have been using to pretend to succeed, even though they were lying, even though they cheated, even though they went a shortcut, they didn't go all the way, even though they just pretended to do what they never did? Go and discuss. And remember, the story has a lesson. And the lesson has something that can help your life. And don't forget, There are passages in the Bible that can help you get the message from this story. I give you time to, when you go to this course, look for passages in the Bible that will speak into what happened here and says it is wrong. What the rabbit did was wrong. Why was it wrong? In what ways are we doing this kind of thing that the rabbit did in this story? Bye. Make sure you study that lesson very well. See you and God bless you.